swear they try, keep a different vibe. Is you down the ride, never tired. You will never know, you ain't never tried. Work it out, hit the gym, hit the field, hit the wind. Hey yo, I need that. Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard, on the job, you can see that. On my head is real good, we don't need your feedback. They clear the way when my crew coming through. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Now what I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Yeah, beats, leave it in the street, case on the news.
What I do? Lace up my shoes, chase W's. Great colored coops. Oh no, I can't be number 2. MVP the league most valuable. They sweet as apple juice. Talking trophies I done grabbed if you can't match this attitude. I wear my heart on my sleeve, please. I move like the wind, can't catch this breeze, freeze. Stop you in your tracks, there's not no preseason. We seeking W's like Tupac used to throw up. Forget it, might as well forfeit, your team shouldn't even show up. What you wanna be when you grow up? They used to ask me. Naturally, I chose an athlete. Competition never matched me. We ain't go together like camouflage and polka dots. Focus on your position, just know your spot. Sure, don't stop, it's a long season. They planning on winning for the wrong reasons. Trying to get my number retired.
Hello, everybody. It's the coach. This is Madden 20 on EA Sports. We are just moments away from what should be an excellent matchup between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Atlanta Falcons. I'll have scores around the league for you at the half, but it's time for a little football. So we'll hand it over to our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
First opened in 2017, there's a look at the beautiful state-of-the-art Mercedes-Benz Stadium here in Atlanta, GA. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between our visitors and the Atlanta Falcons. Hello again, everyone. Brandon Gaudin along with Charles Davis. And, Charles, we take a look at this Falcons team as they interplay. They come in off a good win on the road, and now they hit the home opener at 1-0.
And the offense, my goodness, over 50 points in the win last weekend. When you do that, you're not going to lose very many games, maybe not any games.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Chargers, they come into this one after a loss in the opener, and they're in for another tough test here.
And what a battle for an organization to look at your schedule and see 2 road games to start the season and not have a letdown immediately. You got to fight against that. They've got to come out ready to play.
The children will groan. It's the final weekend of summer, but we've got the NFL, and we're underway on EA Sports. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. So here's the Charger offense making their way out. And leading them, Charles, their quarterback, their field general.
It's pretty much become the norm when we see guys come out before a game and go through the route tree with their receivers. I thought it was exciting for us to see the exact same thing happen in practice.
He's so meticulous, isn't he?
He really is, and that tells me it's not just a one-time-a-week thing. They work on it all the time, trying to hone that fine edge. They want to see if they can get in sync and stay in sync in this one.
They will get 4 yards here on the first down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. 2nd down. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
What's left? What's left? Get him.
2nd and 6. Incomplete. The starters defensively now for the Falcons. They were terrific last week in the win over Denver.
And the big thing for them was the interceptions. And you hear teams all the time talk about establishing themselves against the pass, no-fly zones and things of that nature. This group had a bunch of them in last week's game.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. They'll look to throw. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack.
That's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener, adds a 2nd one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
On 4th down on his Logan Cook to punt. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. So a change of possession here on the punt. So here come the Falcons now to get the football for the first time. And out will come the leader of this offense, and that, of course, is their signal caller.
And what I enjoyed watching this week when we had a chance to watch them at practice, the easy camaraderie that he has with his offense.
A lot of respect.
A lot of respect, and frankly, I thought it spilled over to the defense. All the defensive guys were coming over and teasing and joking with him. You can tell they respect the heck out of him and really want to play well for him.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield incomplete. And this O-line, it is the lifeblood of the offense.
They establish the tone. Mean, nasty, physical. They can't wait to get after people. That allows the rest of the offense to feel confident.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Young to throw it. Over the middle, complete. That's Beal. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. The last catch nearly got him a first, but it did not, and they'll try to convert on 3rd and inches. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. Strong start by this defense. 3rd and short, they go with a run. Stonewalled for no gain.
I played for a guy who always talked about setting tones and meeting force with force. That felt like it on that play, didn't it? And they met it in a big way and won. What a great job by the defense.
The Charger drive about to get going.
And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically, what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. Let him go by a little too easily there.
Well, that's what we saw in film, isn't it? His head goes down oftentimes when he goes to punch, when he's trying to block. And when you do that, you can't see your target. He went right past him and made the play.
He'll drop to throw. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. That one good for 13 and a Charger first.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Here's a quick throw caught by Smith. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be 3rd down. Now back to throw. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. And he's got the 1st down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. His first catch, good for 9 and a 1st down. And they're on 3rd and short. They just tried to spread the field. It worked.
And I think that the spreading of the field, the extra receivers, has really become the next in the evolutionary chain in the NFL. Go all the way back in that situation, you're handed to the fullback, right? As we evolve, maybe you pitched it to your tailback. Now you spread the field, and you have your choices of where to throw it and complete it for a 1st down.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
Well, that play was over before it even got started. Thanks for nothing, huh? How about that? That sets up a very difficult 3rd down call now.
Ninth play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. They're going to look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
It's a great job by this secondary. When I watch them, they remind me of elite defenders on a basketball court, right? They want to contest each and every pass.
Great contest on 3rd down to bring up 4th. Here's Logan Cook now. He'll boot it away from about his 35. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds. And they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line. So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? That definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. From the shotgun, it's Young. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. It's a big play there for Atlanta. 41 yards. The thing that hurt on that play, the missed tackle, that allowed the extra yardage.
It's a matchup game in the NFL. You get the guy that you want isolated, have him miss a tackle, and off you go.
The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 10 yards there and a 1st down for the Falcons.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid game.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Quick hitter here, it's complete. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. Now a look at the Chargers starting 11 on defense. This crew against the pass, issues at times. Ranked number 24, Charles, in the NFL.
Definitely going to need to be physical with these receivers, whether that's right at the line of scrimmage trying to jam them and bump them off their routes, or when the ball arrives and you go ahead and put your shoulder into them and try and knock it loose.
Young on 3rd down. He's going to rifle one deep left. This is caught inside the 15. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That was an excellent read right there. Saw cover 1. That means it's just a single high safety. So you know if you throw the ball to the outside part of the field, help is going to be a little bit late getting there. And he puts one out there for a big-time completion.
They go play action here on 1st down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Every time it's a set. Come on, fellas.
Well, that was point counterpoint, wasn't it? They decided to throw for it on 1st and goal. Instead, the defense counters with pressure, and the defense wins, getting a big sack.
So 1st down went in the wrong direction. They're at the 13-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9. This will be play number 8 on the drive. It's 3rd and goal. To throw, Young. This is the tight end, Fant. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the 1st. They wind up with 6 on the hook up there, but it's not enough. 4th and goal.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. It's picked up. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. Past the 20. And he will score. Touchdown, LA. As his guys are in for 6. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point splits the uprights. And that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. So out come the Falcons now. Last time they had a little bit of a special teams breakdown. That field goal was blocked.
Yeah, and everything has to be precise in the kicking game. Snap, hold, kick. Obviously the blocking to keep people out. So what you really want to do is get in there and get 6 points and take the pressure off of those guys.
A pretty good looking run there on first down. That'll go for 9 yards, just short of the line to gain. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Going to give this time to the tailback. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Young working out of the gun. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Beal. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. It's Young off play action. He's got his big tight end, Fant. 14 yards there on a Falcon first down. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. After 7-0 on EA Sports. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Young. Completes it to Fant on the right side. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. This will be caught inside the 10. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. 23 yards, the pickup there. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. He pushes forward from maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Now Young. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. From 6 yards away as they are now on the board here in the first half. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a 2nd one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdowns scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And the end result, an Atlanta touchdown. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Second and 6, just inside the 30. They'll run it now out of the gun. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. The Chargers on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Throwing the out route and complete. That's Jordan.
Let's go, baby.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
On first down, Bowman. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Here's 2nd and 8. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 40. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10, right at the 40. The throw over the middle, taken in. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. So 2nd and inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. And a quick throw here, that's complete. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down. Back to throw here. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. They needed a yard. They got it. First down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Back to throw now on first down. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Now a man open down the middle of the field, and he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. So 2 of 2 on third down conversions on this drive, and now they fit this time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 21. He's at the 40, 20, 10, and he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. Third down, passing down. They throw the extra defensive back in there for a nickel package, and it worked out.
And it's not anything that you would think is just great strategy. It's just that when you have 5 defensive backs on the field and an obvious passing down, it's a lot tougher to complete a pass. And on that play, they completed it just to the wrong team, and it cost them 6 points.
Point after try forthcoming. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula to get them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
The completion good for 3, and it's second down. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
Came out in a power set, but that only served to put more men in the box. And guess what? If you're going to do that, you've got to win up front, right? Your offensive guys have got to beat the defenders. They lost all leverage on that play.
The Chargers on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 9. He'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Jordan. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain of 22.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
This quarterback now 13 out of 17 throwing the ball. He's got a first down. Back to throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. That one doesn't find its target, but all in all, he's been much sharper this week. He was under 50% a week ago, and now he's up over 70%.
But you know it's standard for quarterbacks and receivers get to get
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
Here's Logan Cook now as he's on to punt for L.A. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. Out comes this field general once more, leading his offense back onto the field. He's had one of those games that any quarterback loves, not only being able to complete some passes, but some deep passes.
And it's pretty to watch. I mean, it's an absolute joy to see, but let's face it, we got to give a little bit of credit where it's deserved, right?
Well, the protection's been great, if that's where you're going.
Yeah, protection's been phenomenal, but how about how it's been spotlighted, right? Our producer, Christian McLeod, our director, Kyle Burt, the rest of the crew, what they put together with these images and pictures, if you're an offensive lineman, that's what you're taking with you to contract time.
They're going to have a lot to take to contract time if this continues.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. 10 yards there and a first down for the Falcons. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now here's Young. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. He takes this from the 30 to the 34. The Falcons on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Young to throw it. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on third.
No surprise they decided to throw on third down. A little bit of a surprise that they completed the pass and lost yardage on the play.
The Falcons send out their punter as he'll kick it away for the second time. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And this one hits at the one, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Chargers offense now back out onto the field. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that can put your team in some jeopardy?
Defense.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. They'll look to throw here. Throw left side complete. That's Bowman. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his second week of the regular season. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. It's a gain of 7, and that's going to make it third down and less than a yard. They'll set up to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 40.
But give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
No, the drag, that guy can be your safety valve. We saw it right there.
Yeah, and it picked up a first down for them, too.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Jordan. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. They'll drop the throw. He's got Smith here. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. 2nd and 4. Complete. Smith has it. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. Now back to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. This will be caught just inside the 10. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. They'll look to throw. His pass caught at the 4. Give him 4 yards there, and that should be the final play of this first half. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, we'll get you back to you and Charles in a bit, but first it's time for a trip around the NFL following an eventful opening weekend. Let's see what's happening in Week 2. We'll kick things off in Tampa. Carolina paying a visit in an NFC South matchup. And the Panthers are out in front as they play the second quarter. The Panthers already 1-0, trying to make it 2 straight as they lead on the road. From there, we'll keep the Florida theme going as we head north to check on the Jags at home in Jacksonville. and they were losers in that one to the visiting Minnesota Vikings. Dalvin Cook, a touchdown run in the victory. Finally, let's get down to the Bayou. Check on the Saints at home at the Mercedes-Benz Superdome. And they have the lead in that one over the visiting Chiefs. The Saints played well a week ago. They're doing it again as they try to run their mark to 2-0. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. This one fielded at the 5. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. So here are the Falcons to take over on offense. Last week they defeated the Broncos, and they've got the lead here as well as they work with a 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he slings one that's incomplete. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Now Young throwing again. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. It's a gain of 13 and a 1st down for Atlanta. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. On 2nd and 12, Young. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Young. This is Fant on the short completion. And he'll only get this to about the 44 as they stop him short of the line to gain.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a 1st down.
The Falcons send out their punter as he's on to kick it away. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. Now we'll look at the Chargers offense. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going. So what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
And we're into the second half now. This is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. Here's Logan Cook now. He's been terrific so far. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. This is taken at the 18. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. Here he is, the man taking the snaps under center, heading out for the next possession. He's been pretty solid, pretty consistent, just the one touchdown pass, but I think he's managed the game well, no?
I would agree with you, and that's what you're looking for out of your field leader, making sure that you're playing well and not making any big mistakes. Oftentimes, that's how you're judged. How big a mistake and when it occurs. No interception so far. They'll like that.
I just want you to know that you agreeing with me, that's going to get me through this third and fourth quarter. Are you touched? He's patting his heart, boys and girls. He's touched.
Respect.
He'll get about 4 as he's past the 35 to the 38-yard line. Young off the bootleg. That one caught by Gibson. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on third down.
Almost not fair. The big guy running the corner route, being able to lean and push and get to where he wants.
So how do you stop it?
A lot of times you want to have a linebacker on him, a bigger body guy who can handle him physically. But a lot of times that doesn't work as well because his quickness often wins the route.
This quarterback now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. From the 40 now on second down. Young. And he cannot get away, and Young will go down. Well, you don't usually get a sack from a nose tackle spot, but we got one there.
No, we don't, and a lot of the times in passing situations, they end up off the field anyway. So how happy was he to work his way back to the quarterback and put him on the ground? He's going to have to put a nickname after something like that, some Big Jelly or something like that.
An extra defensive back on the field for the Chargers now on third down. From the shotgun, it's Young. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. Give him 3 on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling. Held it to an okay gain.
The Falcons send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Looking to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there. They'll set up a throw. And this one complete to Smith. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 18 big yards on that one and a Charger first.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
They'll run on first down. It's Bowman. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. He'll drop to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. A first down carry for Smith. And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line. Here's 2nd and 8. Going right side here, and that's complete. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 19.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it, sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Jordan. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. It's caught. Smith. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. 2nd and 6. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. From 6 yards away. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. On those slants, everything happens so quickly. What makes it work?
The timing between the passer and the receiver. In this case, a slant route ordinarily is probably about 3 steps before you go on the slant. In this amount of time, I think it was a 2-step deal. Boom, put his foot in the ground and got inside for the pass.
Got inside for the pass, got inside for the catch and the score. Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for a first down for the Falcons.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12 at the 44.
The play fake. Now Young. He's going to go for a big play downfield. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The Falcons on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is third down and 12. Young to throw it. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Beal. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 35. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Had a bit of a lane there, took advantage of it. Give him 7 there on the first down carry. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. And he'll give it here to his running back. Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be third and about a foot or 2.
The tackle by Derwin James.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28.
They threw the screen to the perimeter, but to no benefit at all. Tackled behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of yardage.
So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to break our fourth quarter tie. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And they take a 17-14 lead. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
Now the Chargers offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for
duplicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Call that a very strong gain of 24. And there they went crossing route against the zone defense. What do you think of that?
Takes real coordination between the passer and the receiver because you've got to read those zones and where the open spots are and be on the same page with the guy throwing the football. Because sometimes you're throwing it in front of the zone. Sometimes you're throwing it between the zones. Sometimes the receiver's going to just kind of find a spot and what we call sit down and present himself to the quarterback and throw it there. It's a tough read, but when they're in sync, it's really effective.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. His throw caught at about the 5. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a holding penalty, and that'll send him backwards.
You know, they're trying not to do that. I mean, we know that, right? We talk to them all the time. But sometimes the defensive guys just...
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. A well-executed 22-yard gain. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. And to give this time to the tailback. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Smith trying to run for it. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. A great effort there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. Well, that turned out how they wanted. Run the toss play to the left side, go for that pylon, get in there.
And just being able to understand where the pylon was and sneak it in there, well done, well executed.
Extra point right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Get ready. Get ready.
Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. On second down, Young again. Man open left side. It's his running back with it. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards to pick up there. First and 10, Young. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Charger drive about to get going. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Over the middle to Smith. And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. I hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away. Trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw on the crossing route. Complete. That's Gill. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. The end result, 21 yards. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. To throw, Young. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and it'll be 2nd down. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. Now here's Young. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. The Falcons on 3rd down. They've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 10 yards there and a 1st down for the Falcons. It's Young off play action. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. 23 yards, the final tally. This quarterback now rebounding nicely after the interception. He's hit 4 straight to start the drive. It's first down.
Offense.
Check 50, check 50.
Expect this from the visiting team when playing indoors, but not the home team.
They're supposed to get all the advantages, right? The home crowd's supposed to help them. They forgot where they were, perhaps.
And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. On first down, Bowman. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Calling a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Bowman. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. First down, Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes. And we've got a 1-score game. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. They get this to Smith on the jet sweep. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go on 2nd down now. It's Bowman, and this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. They'll keep it on the ground. Bowman. And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. And he'll give it here to his running back. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
Here we go. Check 24, check 24.
Victory formation time for the Chargers. They take a knee. So this crowd will not go home happy. It's a victory for our visitors. And it was their defense that led the way, allowing just 3 points, that lone field goal in the entire second half.
And remember the old adage, offense sells tickets. Defense does what?
Wins championships.
And in this game, maybe a championship wasn't won, but a game was by the defense, right? Held them to just a field goal. That's a heck of a job. I mean, when they went out there,
you want, what you need. Tell me what you wanna give. How much blood would you bleed? I'ma tell you I'm a misconceiver. I'm a believer. Someone better kick my fever. Tell me it's 100 degrees underneath my whole flesh. Everyone tells me it's a bit of a mess. I'ma tell the risk I was never at the end. I would never get the off my chest though. I'm forgetful. Someone better tell me I was always on the edge. Overstay your bearings, I would never underestimate. Oh barely, my bets are off. Everything was better off. Oh barely, my bets are off. Everything was better off. Take your eyes off me, you don't want to see me when I'm gone. Moral of the story was you're wrong. Everything I gave and everything I lost. Good things come at a cost. I left it on your head, and when you ever overstated, your thoughts are never everything you wanted when you want. I'ma take it in the head with the signs of a distort. I'ma leave it on the side. You wanna Christ when I breath on this set. Let me speak on behalf of the dead. I'ma leave, I'ma speak. I'm the sick in the head. Come on. Come on. Oh, barely, my bets are off. Everything was better off. Oh, barely, my bets are off. Everything was better off. Tell the risk I was never at the end. I would never get the off my chest though. I'm forgetful. Someone better tell me I was always on the edge. Overstay your bearings, I would never underestimate. Oh, barely, my bets are off. Everything was better off. Oh, barely,
I'm the coach. You're locked into the NFL on EA Sports. Straight ahead, we've got a terrific matchup on tap between the Atlanta Falcons and the New Orleans Saints. I'll be back with you again with scores around the league at halftime. But kickoff right around the corner. And standing by to call the action, here are Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
First opened back in 1975. There's a look inside the iconic Mercedes-Benz Superdome in downtown New Orleans. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence. It's an Indian summer afternoon. Perfect conditions for football, and off we go on EA Sports. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. And here come the Saints for their opening drive. And a glance here at the man calling the plays under center, their 6'4" quarterback.
I read something prepping for this game that he said prior to, and I think he really said it a few months ago, where he talked about he wants to have the type of season that at the end, he's buying gifts for all the guys who've helped him along the way. And I know that the team wants to hold him to that and really get into his wallet. But that's what good leadership gives you. You know, at the end of the season, because you've done a great job, QB, he's usually the guy who springs for the good stuff.
They had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10.
Tight end's right. Hey, 4 down.
He'll look to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The Saints first down there on a gain of 11. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 8 catches, 64 yards, and a touchdown.
Better tighten up the coverage if you expect to slow this guy down, because if he gets going, he'll eat you up.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it's going to be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. They'll run it now out of the gun. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. Defensive starters, here they are for Atlanta. They're going to need to be strong against the run in this one.
And when people talk about facing a challenge, they are certainly getting one in this ball game because they are facing the #1 rushing unit in the NFL, which means this is going to be a contest they've got to be prepared for from the first snap.
Second and 5. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on second down. Now back to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he gets it to the 34, good enough for the first. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on third down. They did.
Big-time pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone, because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets condensed. Makes it a lot tougher to run those routes. You still got a chance to actually run past people right now. Take your shot at the end zone early in the down and distance count.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. Second and 3. Second and 3. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 17-yard line. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. And how about this first drive? They're being aggressive, slinging it around.
Really confident, too, because they're not trying to fool them with running plays, throwing it, and they're being very successful right now.
The 13th play now coming on this opening drive. Here's third down. They'll drop to throw. That's complete right around the 8. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. Third down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
Out now is the field goal unit for New Orleans. This just a 24-yard attempt. And his kick is right there. It's good. And the Saints are going to take a 3-0 lead. Well, they didn't get in the end zone, but pretty good balance there on the opening drive between the run and the pass.
Yeah, I think that was probably what they wanted to get accomplished right out of the gate. Throw the ball with success, run it, of course, to set the tone. So who saw the offensive coordinator's play sheet? Probably wrote himself a little note. Exactly what we wanted to do. Probed it early and got it done.
And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. So here come the Falcons now to get the football for the first time. And they'll be led out by the man running the show, Charles, their quarterback.
And what I'm looking for from him today, the things every quarterback is looking to do. Lead his team to a victory. Doesn't matter whether he's throwing it, running it, handing it off, however he has to do it, as well as exhibiting some leadership, that's what he's trying to accomplish.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. And the big boys up front in the trenches. What do you think of the O-line, Charles?
I love them because this is a group that's so cohesive. They know what the man next to them is going to do at all times, and they operate as a terrific unit.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Saints. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. He didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him in contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe. Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. You know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks, and when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
He's not going to get me.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8. They'll run it now out of the gun.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. And his kick is indeed good. And that'll make it 6-0 here in the first. So they recovered the fumble, but ultimately could not take advantage of the short field.
Definitely a lost opportunity right there. I mean, they were in prime position to put 6 on the board. Ended up settling for 3.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded at the goal line. He'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
Let's go.
Atlanta now coming out on the field. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive? A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown, but they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach would be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punching the end zone without turning it over.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Young. This is the tight end Fant. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. Time for a look at our starters here on defense. Against the pass, they've had some issues. Ranked number 23 in the NFL right now.
When they lack in pass defense, they do make up for in run defense. They're a top 10 unit against some people trying to move the ball on the ground. But this is a passing league. So there's a conundrum for them. How do they get better defending the pass?
They have 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there. Third down, Young from the gun. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. A first down run, good for about 3. 2nd and 7 coming up. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. From the 45 on 2nd down. Young throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. So 3rd and 2, this quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A nice pickup there, 18 yards, first down Falcons. Young looks to throw on first down. Over the middle, complete. It's Gill. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. A great play there. His second touchdown on the season, as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. And there he had to break multiple tackles to earn that touchdown. Bottom line, he earned that touchdown.
Indeed he did. That was pretty much a get-off-of-me run and all the way into the end zone.
Now the try here for the extra point. And he knocks it through. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive and a 9-yard run on the end of it. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Quick hitter here, it's complete. After one, a one-point game, 7-6. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. He'll look to throw. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. On play action, they'll throw. And it's incomplete. The Saints on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Back to throw here. Well, he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up 4th. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
Let's go,
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. To throw is Young from the gun on 3rd down. And he will find his man on the end route, complete. And he's able to get it to the 33, good enough for a first down. His first catch, good for 9 and a first down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 2 yards, good enough for a first. A pair of first downs gives him a 1st and 10 up at the 44. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Young off the bootleg. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Good coverage that time by the linebacker, Deion Jones. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. And he cannot get away, and Young will go down. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Now they're about to come up on drive number 4, but so far just 2 field goals on drives 1 through 3.
Wondering if the head...
Accelerating, and off he goes. 30, 10, touchdown, New Orleans. A big play there. An 80-yard touchdown. And once again, the Saints are back out in front. One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Young. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Now Young. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. The Falcons on 3rd down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Young now. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. 5 yards on the screen, but that'll take us to 4th down.
They dialed up the screen pass on 3rd down, and for a second it looked like it was all going to come together, and they had a chance to pick up a first down, but the defense got there and finished it off.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
He'll drop to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. 14 yards is the pickup. First down, New Orleans. Gonna give this time to the tailback. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. 2nd and 4. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 21. With that grab, he now sits at 200 for his career, and maybe more importantly, a first down. They'll look to throw. And this is caught at the 8. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. The line of scrimmage, once again, the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. Back to throw. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. They'll set up to throw. Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
And it appears to me that someone's defensive coordinator is jockeying for a raise. A sack on 2nd and goal, a sack on 3rd and goal, now brings up a decision on 4th down.
And this one is right through. And now it's a 2-score game at 9, 16-7. So he's been a busy man here in this first half. That's 3 field goals for him now.
And not just 3 field goals, but 3 for 3. So even though the offense has struggled a bit putting it in the end zone, they've still been able to come away with points due to his leg.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But hey, listen, there's there got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
From the gun on 3rd down. Young looking left side, and it's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 17 yards and a first down for Atlanta. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. On 1st and 10, Young. Throwing right, and that's complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 15 yards, first down, Atlanta. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Young working out of the gun. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
That's it, baby. That's it.
So the challenge comes in inside of 2 minutes, and it gets overturned.
And it changes the whole format of what's about to happen because both sides had thought a certain call had been made. Now they have to flip back and start over.
The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. A first down throw for Young. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Throw left side, complete. It's Beal. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. They'll throw again. Young. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. A 2-yard touchdown grab as they have now chopped this lead down to 3.
I think everyone in the league talks about finishing, don't they? Doesn't matter whether it's a quarter, a half, a game, a series, whatever. But they're finishing the first half in fine style, putting that one in the end zone.
They did, and they didn't leave much time on the clock either. Well done. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. 13 seconds, the time remaining in the half as they come up on first down. They'll look to throw here. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. 2nd and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. So we will skip the highlight show this week. Get right back to this Week 3 matchup. Set now to go for the 3rd quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half two, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down. The last catch nearly got him a first, but it did not, and they'll try to convert on 3rd and inches. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. A play fake, now Young. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. And he'll give it here to his running back. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
56, Mike, 56, right there.
It's Young off play action. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll go down at the 28.
Come on, fellas.
7 yards there and a first down. Now a handoff here to his running back. An agile move, but not a huge gain. Dropped at the 25. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. And to give this time to the tailback. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. A field goal would get him the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on third down. Here's Young from the shotgun. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going.
And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Falcons have once again taken the lead. Sometimes those tight ends are a mismatch. They found the mismatch there.
And that's exactly why you want to draw up those types of plays, because coverage is just going to go to the natural guys, the guys that make the big plays on the outside. But if you work your tight end into it, that's a tough one for a defense to handle.
Tough. They couldn't handle it. It worked out for 6. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Now the attention turns to the Saints offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half.
Ready up. 58 to Mike. We don't want this.
Now they try the right side here. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line.
Here we go. Can't you stop?
On second down, Hatcher. And not much, maybe a yard up to the 29. And for the Falcons, 5 men in the secondary, now on third. Looking to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Here comes the Saints punter now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. Here again comes the captain of this offense, leading his crew back out there now. He's played well. Good first half. He's continued that here in the third quarter. But my question, when you're a head coach, what do you look at stat line-wise for your coach? Do you go right to turnovers?
You really do. As much as coaches don't want to talk about that, that's where it starts. When I played in college, our first rule for every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. And that's kind of how they judge you. Do you take care of the ball, not turn it over, keep it in the proper hands, and give your team a chance to win?
Well, that's what he's done here in this one so far. Young on third down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Atlanta. Now they can breathe a little easier, some room to operate, as they've got it 1st and 10 now out past the 20. And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down. On 2nd and 12, Young firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. Young to throw on 3rd down. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down. Going old reliable there to the slot on 3rd down.
And the slot position has become the bane of just about every defense's existence, because how do you cover? Do you go with a bigger guy to try and use size? Got to try to go with a quicker guy, and sometimes you even get out quick there. Very difficult to match up with that slot receiver. That's why they keep going back to him.
And he's had the hot hand. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Atlanta.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. From the shotgun, it's Young. Wide open receiver, complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. There to stop him was Carlton Davis. Throwing on 2nd down. Young. Throw right side complete to Carter. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
Well, this has been a long drive. In fact, it's eaten up a good chunk of the third quarter, which is precisely what you want when you're playing with the lead. You control the football, you control the clock, and impose your will on the defense.
And he'll give it here to his running back. He's got the first down inside the 10. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. A great effort there. His second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Falcons push further out in front. A good, sustained drive there in this third quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
The call is to go for one and kick the extra point. And this one gives his guys a 12-point lead. So that drive, 12 plays in length. And the last play, a really nice run that culminated in the touchdown. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Now the Saints offense, they get ready to go back to work here. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked so well, and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. Back now here live in New Orleans. It's the Saints who hold the football, but they're trailing as we begin the fourth quarter of play.
On the ready.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Here we go. Here we go.
Now back to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Well, when you're leading in the fourth quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. They're going to look to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. The Saints on 3rd down. They've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 7. They'll set up a throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
So out comes the field goal team once more. From the left hash, this from 39. And his kick is good. And that lead is back down to 9 now. So he splits the uprights, and has to be a nice feeling. Right when he left his foot, knew it was good.
Yeah, just like a good three-point shooter in basketball, right? Release the ball, fall back on defense without even looking. You know it's going in the hoop.
So the lead is now dwindled to 9 as the kick here is away. This one fielded at the 5. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He's already hit pay dirt twice. He's up over 100 yards. He is feeling good.
And he's just zipping along today. Everything coming together for him. It's that type of a day that you see a back just kind of have a grin on his face every time his number is called. Because he doesn't feel like there are going to be any lost yardage plays. Nothing but big-time positive runs.
Making the sideline grin as well. On 2nd and 12, Young. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain there of 21 yards. Now a handoff here to his running back. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker.
Oh, no, he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Saints. And the return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the 4th. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. They'll drop to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. Back to throw here. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And to the 46 he goes and no further, so he is well short of the 1st down marker. Did they maybe play that too safely on 3rd down? I know you don't want to just throw a ball blindly downfield, but that didn't help them a whole lot.
I think they probably said if it's open, take the shot. If not, get something safe because we do have 4th down to try and pick it up.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
The loss of 3 on that 1st down pass play, now 2nd and 13. Looking to throw, Young. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. 14 yards there and a Falcon 1st down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. From the 36, Young. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. And defensively, they just don't seem to have much of an answer for this passing game.
Not at all. And look at the confidence that's exhibited here. With that type of a lead, clock on their side. Instead of running it, they're still throwing it, trying to pick up first downs and keeping the football.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down at about the 25 after a pickup of 4. This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on second down. Young will set to throw. This is the tight end Fant. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. They'll get 5 on the dump off there, and that'll lead to a third down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another first down. And this is incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Young now to throw again. And he whips that one incomplete there. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
On 3rd down, they'll try and run for it on the draw. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line.
You know, it's become cliche, but we have seen it and observed it. When runners have days like what we're seeing right now, they often take their offensive linemen out for steaks afterwards, don't they? They all go buy them dinner. But after a play like that, he might reduce it, might go to the corner and just grab a hot dog or two, huh?
Hey, I mean, they've still been blocking for him well in this game. They don't get one mulligan up front.
Okay, so what we're saying then is we're going petite filet instead of porterhouse.
8 ounce. 8 ounce is good.
All right, just checking.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. He'll drop to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. The Saints on 3rd down. Just 1 conversion in 8 tries. Not good. This is 3rd and 8. They'll look to throw. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And no, it's incomplete. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position. So now with a little over 2 minutes to play, the road back gets very difficult.
Difficult, but still not impossible if they go ahead and play this thing out. Now the defense has to come up big. They've got to go for a strip of the football on each and every snap to try and give themselves a chance.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. And Young's throw there incomplete. Something we haven't really seen much of from him, an incomplete pass.
Yeah, last week he finished at 70%. This week he's up.
And he cannot get away, and Young will go down. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. The Falcons send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on fourth, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold
But he trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the Wild Bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
Now we'll see what his offense can do. The Saints in the hurry up here, clock continuing to roll. Here's 2nd and 8. And right now, defensively, you love that, don't you? I mean, you'll give them that play.
And they'll take it every single time. This is almost like nickeling and diming it downfield, and too much time's going to run off the clock.
A gain there of 21 yards. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Back to throw. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And this is caught. So it's a late touchdown, but maybe too late. Still a little time left on the clock, however. Coming from where they were, they knew this was going to be tough, but they got the touchdown. Now they need the miracle, the onside kick and a little extra.
Yeah, and you have to get the onside kick.
Touchdown, Saints. The kicker on for the point after.
It took them an extra look, but they found out it is a touchdown indeed. The official says this one counts. The extra point splits the uprights. So 15 ticks remaining as they line up for the onside kick. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though. Now this one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
So time runs out. It's a victory for the Atlanta